Right, guys. I need to stop saying guys. It's becoming a thing now.
Guys and girls.
I'm at Alton Towers Scarefest, but it's the last weekend of September. I remember before, Thorpe Park was always the ones that did the last weekend of September, or you'd always start with Fright Nights in the year, but this year, Towers are starting earlier, so I was like, right, because October's so busy, we're coming up for Scarefest. They've got a brand new scare zone, they've got a brand new scare maze. I most probably won't do the family mazes this year, because I did them last year. But yeah, gonna get on as many rides as possible. We are staying in Splash Landing, because there was a deal for like 150 quid for a night, not too bad. The hotels are a lot cheaper than they used to be. There's lots of deals coming up, especially for pass holders, so I thought I'll take advantage of that. So when we finish the park at 9, we can just strundle straight back into the hotels. But that also means we get to use the Galactica entrance to get into the park, which means we don't need to use the monorail or walk in, but we will use the monorail at some point, because Tower Street always looks amazing at Scarefest, and I do want to see the Alton ancestors at some point as well. So see you guys in the park. And the benefit of coming in the hotel entrance, as it's only 10:30, Nemesis, there's the queue coming down the hill. It's a walk-on. One of my groups today does have a ride access pass, so we're quite lucky we got that. But yeah, it's a walk-on, so brilliant. Tox Case is also 5 minutes and Galactica's on 10. It's really good, even if you come in the main entrance. The two areas I suggest to head to, don't go to Wicker Man or X Sector. Definitely come up to Forbidden Valley or Dark Forest. They're going to be the quietest in the morning. So I've not been at Alton Towers since end of June.
March last year. I got evac off of this.
Yeah, end of June for me, so it's nice to be back. See you guys after Nemi. So great start to the day, front row on Nemesis Reborn, running really well. I could still hear the rattle above it, I couldn't feel it because we were on the front, but I could hear it, and it seems like it might be the drip trays. I know Tox Case is interrupting me, but yeah, it definitely feels like it might be the drip trays because you can hear them going da 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 da. So whether it's the new track style, I don't know. I'm not sure what B&M have done. It's not the same, it's like an old school. Like I said the other week, this vlog might come on before then actually, but I went to Park in Warren in Madrid and I did the invert layer and Superman, and both really intense, really forceful. So those old school B&Ms, I don't know if they were heavier trains or what, but they were much more my style of intensity. We're going to go on Tox Case because it's also on a 5-minute queue. So we should be able to, by 11 o'clock, bang out the whole of Forbidden Valley, except for Subterra because that opens at 11, but I'll most probably do Subterra and Curse, get them ticked off as well, so we can get these done. I will see you guys after Toxicator!
Shall be the whole of the law! Reiki, Sasana!
So as you guys may notice, my hair is now wet. Yeah, so we did all the Forbidden Valley rides. So I was quite happy. We did Toxicator, Galactica, Nemesis. We got the Sky Ride down. We saw the show. I've had a pint already. We saw the show. The Alton Ancestors. It's more of a show now. It's not a flash mob like it used to be. Still really good. Enjoyed that. I was walking under this tree on my way to Wicker Man. We don't like this tree. I'm not walking under that tree because I got shat on by a pigeon. Literally, no. Guys, I'm not walking under that tree. Yes, so I got shat on. So I just went to the first aid to get it all washed out. Quite funny, my friend's found it Harris, it's just dripping off my hair, all down my face, and I was like, brilliant. But apparently that means good luck, so good luck me for today. We might have a brilliant day now. But yes, that's... Some pigeon had a vengeance on me as I was approaching Wicker Man. Oh, what do I do? How good fun. Oh no! Right, so we did Wicker Man. I thought it was running on 2 trains because it was running quite slowly, but it is on 3. And then we came over and we done our first maze, which is that thing. Altonville Minotaurs, Tiny's Revenge. Last year I said it was really strong. This year, really strong as well.
Despite the fact it's in the day.
Yeah, in the day, but it's nice getting back in the towers, especially for mazes. And to be fair, a really good team in there. They did the whole play with the hair. One of them knew my friend that was leading the group. I definitely think if you can with that one, be at the front of the group, because that's where the jump scares are the most, front or back, just because how dark it was. However, you can tell now, they've made it really dark, and there are certain points I went the wrong way, like I went to the right, and my friend Kieran at the front had to tell me this way, so I couldn't see, because the maze was originally designed to have a torch that dies out and lights up. So, and that was through Haunted Lantern Technologies, and I wish they kept it. They got rid of it because of COVID, I understand that, but I wish they'd bring back the torches at the front and the back of the group, the lights. That's the whole concept of that maze. But yeah, really good team in there. You can tell they were using the space well, so I enjoyed that one. We're going to do Smiler now, and then on to our next maze.
And here we have Explorer Sanctuary in the natural habitat.
I don't want to know your
Trying to
commentary.
figure out how to open a
AB positive.
AB positive. Now we're going to cut there, Sam.
When we drink it this time, he gets it out at 8, 7, 6.
So we just went on the Smiler. Got some running 4 trains, running really well, no stacking. We were back row and it's really smooth. I really enjoyed it. There's no rattle. Inversions 12 and 13 usually give me a headache. Thoroughly enjoyed that. So I'm glad we managed to go on it. Yeah, I actually really enjoyed that. Most probably more than Nemesis Route 1 in the front. So Smiler's running really well today. So I'm glad to see. We need to get some food now. We don't, like I said, we don't want maze out of the 3, but yeah, my friends are now trying to distract me a lot. But we're going to grab some food. Right, I just thought a weird one for us. We've just gone past the entrance to Her Ladyship's Gardens, and in the history I've been to Towers Scarefest, it's the first time I've never queued for a maze in there. Always Tower of the Terror, Sanctuary, Subspecies. There's always been a maze, even the attic, you know, it's always been a maze queuing through Her Ladyship's Gardens, and this year we're not queuing in there. And at night, that had the best atmosphere. So that's a shame, but I'm sure the other mazes will make up for it. Right, so since Smiler we've eaten in the oaken chains, fully loaded wood cutters. Still don't like the touchscreen ordering. It's a bit of a faff as a pass holder because basically you have to take your order on the screen, they have to come over and put a code in, then you pay, and then it resets the touchscreen. So if you're in a group of 4, for example, 3 or 4 like us, yeah, basically each time you order you have to call the staff member back over. You might as well just order at the bar, and there's no point in that, or just give us a code that we can put in when we show our passes. I think it makes it way too much complicated, especially for your loyal customers. Lots of decorations though at Towers, I really like it. So they are spreading out the theme around the park. We just did Rita as well, which is great fun, good to get back on it. I think that was my first ride this year because it's had a lot of downtime, so good to get back on Rita. And now we're going to do the next scare maze, which is Edge of the Forest, I believe? Yeah, so it's not the hollow scare zone, but it's Edge of the Forest scare maze, and then we've got Compound. So just the 3 this year, but we've got another hour and a half to do them, so I'll see you over there. So we just came out of Edge of the Forest. Now, I said Mines was brilliant last year. I still think it was good this year. The Tiny Revenge worked. Hello. So with the annual pass package, it's £30 for all 3 mazes. That was not worth a tenner. You go in, there's a pre-show, then you go through the forest, and there's a car, then you go through back essentially the pre-show room, but again, then there's forest, then there's a car, and slowly the forest gets more and more and more. Then they send you through the other door, then there's like a scene, but they didn't let the whole group get in. They threw us out. We were meant to go left through like a squeegee bag, but we went straight through the actor flaps, and one of my group went into the actor run, and the actor didn't know how to get us back, and I was like, it didn't make sense. Right, so we just come out of Compound, really good. I said last year, I loved that maze. A different route this year. The good thing this year is when my group all got split up into different rooms, but there was a point where I was going left, and they grabbed my hood on my back and pulled me back, and said, no, you're not going that way. As I thought I was going through the flaps. Sorry, Nemesis is interrupting. But the fact that they did that last minute and sent me the other way, then I was isolated. And then the strobe room with the cages, they can slide them. I forgot about that. But I was in there first, and my friends came through. They got let out before me, and I was up against the wall for like 7 or 8 minutes, and then I was on my own again. So I spent most of the maze on my own. That I will do.
Reunited twice.
Reunited twice and split up more. I will do that again. Tomorrow I will do Compound again. Edge of the Forest I have no interest in redoing. I didn't understand it, but that was basically full thrills, constant, real good interaction. I understood the story. They were whispering in my ear, they were playing with my hair, splitting our group up. I really enjoy Compound. I think it works here, and I'm glad it's still such a good team on it this year. I kind of want to try Edge of the Forest again tomorrow to see if it's any different, but I don't know if it's worth the money, unfortunately. This is why I miss free mazes, or at least a free maze, so you can get that experience again and again and again and see if it's any different. We're going to go on Nemesis now before we go check into the hotel, so see you in a bit. So we're now back in the park. We checked into our hotel. We had a drink in Splash Landings. Yeah, just chill. head into the curse now. I've not done that all day. I'd like to get Hex done as well. And then we've got the scare zones to do, so looking forward to that. Again, we're here tomorrow, so I might redo compounds, pay to redo that one on its own, but we shall see. Yeah, so once we've done curse, we're going to do burial grounds and then head to the other scare zone as well. So I'll film that and get some footage for you guys. Right, so we're going to do burial grounds, but there's a massive queue. I know it's the free things, but it's a scare zone. You should be able to just free flow.
It's funny because none of the mazes have queues.
No, that's true. The paid mazes do not have queues. So we're going to head up to the other new maze. Hopefully there's not a queue for this one. Scare zone. Which, you know, it'll be interesting to see how it goes. I do love towers at night. I think it's brilliant. And we want to do some night rides. I reckon about 2. I'd love to do Smiler at night. I never really do that. 13's always good, but I think Smiler, Wicker Man, Nemi, those are my priorities to get on at night. We've not done Oblivion today, but we could do that tomorrow. We are here tomorrow as well. But yeah, we'll do this other scare zone, and then we'll do burial grounds. But the scare zones are open till half past 9, not just 9. So if you don't get them on while you're in the park, you can do them at the end of the day. So we'll most probably finish with a scare zone as well. But yeah, we're going to go do the other one. So that scare zone, it was good fun actually. Really, other than Compound, my second favourite scare of the night. What I will say is, I saw the Zoltar masks from like Carnival Screams and a lot of things from like Scary Tales. It feels a lot of props, which is great. If they're using props, it's great. That felt good. I want to do it again at the end of the night when it's less busy. But yeah, not so many jump scares, but it was really good scare zone. They just need to work on the throughput as such, because I feel like a scare zone you need to walk through it, not just queue, because otherwise it's sort of like an outdoor maze. But yeah, really enjoyed that. So guys, back at Towers for day 2. It's more of a chilled one today. We're going to leave by about 6, 7ish, just because of the drive home. So far we've done Oblivion, and I'm also doing Rita, so that's our next destination. It's not as busy as yesterday, which is good. And then we want to do the scare zones as well, just in the daytime. I'm not going to stay to do them at night, so we went through them both yesterday. I don't really agree with queuing for a scare zone. I don't mind people pre-queuing before it opens, because they open later on in the day. And they use those acts as aromas apparently, so that's really cool. But I just don't like queuing for scare zone. There was a massive queue for the Dark Forest one, so that's why we went to no, other way around. Massive queue for Burial Grounds, so we went to the Dark Forest one, and by the time we're back at Burial Grounds, there wasn't a queue, so that's good. But you need to be able to walk into them. I get there's capacity. I think the difference before is they're now private pathways, so they're set areas they've turned into the scare zone, whereas before there'd be roamers in open pathways like Dark Forest, like outside Spinball. So that's how it used to roll, and then the flow you just kept going. But it is what it is, and I guess if they can manage it and keep people safe, that's good. But yeah, more of a chilled day today. My friends have just gone into Amigos in the Afterlife. I did that last year. They haven't done it, so I thought I'd leave them to it. And then yeah, I might pay to do Compound again. I really enjoyed Compound, so that. Hello again guys, I've just got myself a nice latte, got some vanilla in it. Only £4.20 for a large with annual pass discount, so basically your normal Costa prices, which I think is very reasonable. We're going to head to Smiler. Scare zones open at 5, so I'm going to film those in the daytime for you. So on Explorer Central videos, there'll be daytime and nighttime videos of the scare zones. Then we're going to do, yes I'm plugging. Then we're going to do Wiki Boy and up to like Curse and Nemesis and make our way out. I'm not doing any of the mazes again today. We were talking about it. We had such a good run through on Compound yesterday. It's not worth doing again. All my tours I've done over the years, and unfortunately Edge of the Forest, because we ended up going the wrong way and into a backstage area. I did go to guest services. I said, look, we had a really bad run through. I can't justify the £16 in case we get a bad run through again. And just going to a backstage area isn't really the best. And then they just said, oh, no, I've got to email. There's nothing they can do there, which is a shame, because before, when base tickets, I remember at Towers, they always used to give out comps or whatever if there's a bad issue, things like that. Even with Daz Games, when it broke down, they gave us a comp on top of our ticket saying, oh, sorry about the delay and stuff, and they let us come back at another time or another day. But yeah, it's a shame. I get they can only do what they do, but they said it's not on their systems, they can't offer it. So I'll pop them an email. That's a shame, because that means Edge of Forest. The scenery is amazing, the actors were trying their best, but the whole experience got a bit of a letdown. So when you look at explorercentral.co.uk, my review, that will be reflected in it. I wish I could have gone again, just to up my review on it. But it is what it is. This is what happens when you pay for mazes. When you only get one run through them, the score I give is the score I give. It'll be out of 10 for each of the mazes, and that'll be online as soon as possible. Most probably the same time as this vlog. Yeah, I'll see you guys when I do the scare zones. because we are getting ready to go, we're waiting for it to get dusk because we want a night ride on Nemesis. We're just making our way up. So we did the 2 scare zones, we did Wicker Man, after Burial Grounds we're now doing Mine Train, and then we're going to go up to do Curse, Alton Manor, and then Nemesis. So we're just spacing it out to get that night ride on Nemesis to finish the weekend, which will be great. Honestly, this weekend I've really enjoyed Towers in terms of a lot of the operations. They're about a shame about Galactica on one station, Oblivion on one station today, which is, when it's Scarefest you would expect full capacity. But generally as the park, having those scare zones really made it better, and I've just enjoyed the weekend. I'm happy with the amount of rides we've got on. Yesterday was a very chilled day. We enjoyed the hotel. Staff friendly as always over there in the hotels. Made it really easy to check in, and yeah. I will be back for one more day at Alton Towers Scarefest later on. The same weekend I do Blackpool and Screenfest Burton. That's the plan at the moment. And then I will also be here for fireworks. So I've got 2 more trips this year. I like Alton Towers at the end of the year. At night it's one of my favourite parks. So yeah, I'll see you guys as we move along to Nemesis. So we had a great ride on Curse, and I tried some of the black vanilla ice cream. Well, it's just vanilla, black. Food poisoning? Poisoning? Food colouring. That's what it is. Not food poisoning. Don't quote me on that. Food colouring. That's the word. Yeah. Only one way to finish my Towers trip. Nemesis at night. Very pretty. Well, it's dusk. I'll take dusk. The camera actually lights it up more than it looks here, but it's on a 10-minute queue, which for Nemesis basically means walk on. It just takes you 10 minutes to walk around it. The fast track queue is also closed. They merged everything. They're just sending everyone down. Basically, yeah, no wait. Gonna get straight on Nemi. And I'll see you guys after, because I need to drive home. And it's just not worth staying till 9 o'clock. I know it's quiet. Old me would be like, yeah, rides, but sleep, work, you know. Got to be an adult occasionally. See you guys after Nemi. Right guys, so we just finished our day at Alton Towers with a night ride on Nemesis. Well, as dusk as you can be for 7:30. Of course, it's late September, so it's not quite the same as October. I always enjoy coming to Alton Towers. I'm looking forward to Fright Nights next weekend and Tully's as well. Gonna vlog where I can, get as much content on the channel as possible. Yeah, the only thing I didn't do was the family mazes because I did them last year, so I felt like I didn't need to do those this year. My friends said Amigos was good. I chose not to do it. I didn't want to invest that money. And then Edge of the Forest, we've heard hit or miss. So some people say it's amazing, other people not so much. So I wasn't willing to pay another £16 to do it as a one shot. So if I'm back up, I will give it another go with some other friends, but it's not something I wanted to do today. So it's a shame that one let us down. But other than that, really good event. The atmosphere as a whole is so much better in terms of models, in terms of scenery items. There's loads of scenery around the park, so you should expand it around the park, which we've always said we wanted. But yeah, I will catch you guys in the next vlog. Thorpe and Tully's coming up, and then the Howl after that. So really looking forward to October this year.